What's going on, guys? It's Blaze and I play games. When we think of the racing games for the Nintendo 64, many of us think about Mario Kart 64, and that's fair. It's a classic. It's a game that everyone knows and loves. But what if I told you there was a better kart racer with a unique cast of characters, maps, and cool music? That's right. It's Mickey's Speedway USA. Just kidding, it's Diddy Kong Racing. Now, I played this game a lot as a kid, but I never did fully beat it because certain bosses made 7-year-old me never want to touch this game again. So, 15 years later, I didn't just want to beat the story, I wanted to beat everything it had to offer, and this is how it went down. We start the game with a quick introduction from the Genie of the island.
I am the Genie of the island. I'm here to help you. Good luck.
Thanks, Genie. Throughout the playthrough, I will be collecting balloons with 47 in total. And to earn these, you will need to get first place in each race that you do. There are a few balloons scattered throughout the map, but these can be collected around the first 5 minutes of the game using the airplane. These will be my key to unlocking new zones and races as I progress through the game. With that, we head to our first zone, Dino Domain. After completing each of these areas and adding 4 balloons to our total, we take on the first boss race.
Well done, kid. Now I challenge you to a race.
This is where most players' PTSD kicks in, because if you played this game before, then you know at least one of these bosses absolutely ruined your day. After winning the race, we are introduced to the capitalism part of the game.
Well done, kid. Now try my new challenge. Collect all of my silver coins from around the Dino Domain. You must find 8 from each level and win, and then come back to see me.
That's right. Not only do I need to win these races again, but I must find 8 silver coins stacked on top of that, and some of these really put your maneuvering skills to the test. But with some persistence, I can add 32 silver coins and another 4 balloons to our total. I can now take on the boss for round 2, and these tend to be a bit more difficult in scale, because they move faster, throw more obstacles my way, and heck, they even cheat. But luckily, I won the second race with ease. How did that crush me? It didn't move yet. Bro, what? I'm too far away. Oh no, not again. Whew. And with that, I now have the first place piece of the amulet. After that, I unlock and can take part in the Grand Prix, which is playing all 4 races in the area back to back. Winning this will give me the trophy in this area, and these trophies will become important later. Now, there is one final thing to mention. See that door? It needs a key. To get it, I will need to locate it in one of the 4 courses. Compared to later keys, this one is a bit easier to locate, which is sitting on the ramp at the beginning of Ancient Lake. This will unlock the secret battle area, where the goal in this one is to grab and hatch 3 eggs at your home base. But watch out, other players can steal your kids before they hatch. Once complete, you will get a piece of the TT amulet, and again, these will become important later on in the story. So, this is how each of the zones will go, each with their own unique races, bosses, and battle zones. With that, this is our current total for the playthrough, and I can now move on to the next section of the game.
I challenge you to a race.
Okay, now we're done. Welcome to the winter wonderland known as Snowflake Mountain. As you might expect, this zone is filled to the brim with snowy races and arguably contains one of my personal favorite races in the entire game, Frosty Village. Just like Dino Domain, I completed the races and collected the next 4 balloons and moved on to the boss fight, who this time is a Walrus.
Well done! Now I challenge you to a race.
And this is my first time using the hovercraft, but good luck trying to control this vehicle. Despite the movement, I took the win and proceeded to move to our next set of silver coins. Now obviously, I cannot grab every single coin in one lap. Sometimes different paths must be taken in the same race to get all the coins and still end up winning. With the second set of silver coins collected and another 4 balloons, we can now go round 2 with the Walrus. And I'm pretty sure he had a voice change in between the races. See if you can spot it.
Well done! Now I challenge you to a race. Fantastic! If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize!
Due to the hovercraft, this race can be a challenge, but once I get used to the movement, winning this race should be a bit easier. And that was exactly what happened, gaining me my next piece of the amulet. I then took on the Grand Prix, which also added that trophy to my collection as well. Finally, I grabbed the key from the Snowball Valley, and I'll admit, this key took me a minute to get. But now, the door is open, and we are greeted by a free-for-all fight, and last person standing wins by using missiles and mines to their advantage. With that, we now have this zone completed, bringing us to 21 balloons, 64 coins, and 2 of each collectible, taking us to the next area. Oh, he's back.
I challenge you to a race.
Diddy Kong Racing has quite a cast of selectable characters. Out of the 10 characters available, 4 of them have appeared in other games, Diddy Kong being our most obvious one. There was also Banjo in his Banjo-Kazooie games, and Conker. You know, that Conker.
Me. I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
But did you also know that Tip Top had a small cameo in Banjo-Kazooie's games? Did you also know that this was Banjo and Conker's first appearance before their actual games? So technically, their games can be classified as spin-offs. This is Sherbet Island. This section is probably the most well known because of its music alone. You've probably heard it used in the background of many YouTube videos like this one. This game can be traced to some of those very songs. Just like the other 2 zones, I raced through each of the 4 tracks, took on a giant squid, taking those silver coins in arguably the most annoying section of the game, and taking on the squid one final time to get the 3rd piece of the amulet. After taking on the Grand Prix and using my car as a motorboat to grab the key in the water, I take on the battle zone in another free-for-all, this time taking place in the water and snagging another TT amulet, bringing our total to 30 balloons, 96 coins, and 3 of each collectible.
I challenge you to a race.
And 1 more balloon. Dragon Forest is our next stop, and if you think that name is stupid, well, there is in fact a single dragon in the forest. So, I think the name checks out. Same song and dance as the previous areas. Win all 4 races, collect all the coins, and then take on the dragon boss.
If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize.
And this one can be a pain, especially in phase 2 because of his fireballs alone. And that will give us the final piece of the amulet. I complete the Grand Prix to earn the trophy, obtain the Battle Zone key and probably the hardest set of steps of them all. And now I can take on the final Battle Zone, where this time, it's the first person to bring 10 bananas to their home base, giving us our final TT amulet piece, bringing us to 39 balloons, 128 coins, and all the collectibles at our disposal.
You can't beat me!
We can now race against Wizpig. I think this is where me and many other people gave up as a kid. And I think for good reason, because you would have to be almost perfect in your path. One small slip up may cost you the whole race. And so, as a kid, this is where the story ended. I never ended up getting past this race before we sold our N64 so long ago. Now this is where things change. Have you noticed the boost pads throughout the video? Have you noticed that sometimes the boost would either be purple or green whenever you hit them? Well, this color means the difference between winning and losing. You see, whenever you take your finger off the accelerate button right before hitting a boost pad, this will make your boost slightly faster, hence the green flame, and then this will be the key to victory. With that, I finally completed the race my childhood self was never able to finish, and I was able to see what came after.
Sorry to break the party, worms, but I had to say goodbye. See you later, worms.
See, you thought we were finished, but there's one more world to take on before the end. Those trophies we have been getting in the Grand Prix, well, this unlocks the secret final zone and turns our lighthouse into a literal rocket ship.
Okay, control.
Welcome to our final zone, Future Funland. These last 4 races offer the most variety of all the tracks played so far. This time, it's a bit different. After racing through the tracks a first time, we actually go straight to the Silver Coin Challenge in rapid succession, nabbing me the final 8 balloons and 32 coins right off the bat. I also took on the Grand Prix in the zone, but this time the trophy isn't used for any unlocking purposes, it's just to bring together this zone. Since we collected all the TT amulets from the battle zones, this will unlock our final boss fight of the game against Wizpig. This battle involved a lot of moving debris, twists and turns, a spaceship constantly shooting lasers at you, anything that can be done to win this race. Despite all of this, the second round against Wizpig can actually be much easier for me because of the different balloon powers at my disposal. Just fly the plane and secure victory. And with that, we collected all 47 balloons, 160 coins, and every collectible that can be found in the game. Remember when I mentioned that there were 10 characters? You may have noticed that I had unlocked 9 of them. This is TT, the guy you've been seeing walking around each zone as we progress through the game, and I can unlock him as a playable character. To do so, I needed to beat each of his time trials in every single course. Now, I won't walk you through every race as it's simply racing through each of them again, but with a certain time, so I will have them playing as I wrap this up. Diddy Kong Racing is a timeless classic. Despite it coming out in the 90s, I feel like this game still holds up well. The races, the music, the zones are all still good in my opinion. I think the one thing holding this game back is that dang hovercraft. It's hard to control at first, but it's not a game breaker. So, this game comes at a 9 out of 10. It's a great game, a must play if you haven't already. And please, God Nintendo, add this to the NSO I've been waiting for years. And with that, this is the 100% playthrough. Thank you and have a good night.